Right, YouTube, Big Mike without further ado retro, and now it's time for part one of my Game Boy Advance collection. Cheers. Right, the first game is Doom on the Game Boy Advance. Really nice game this, not in the best of condition. Could have got it in slightly better condition, but absolutely astonishing that they've managed to do this on the Game Boy Advance. I really do think the Game Boy Advance is a great little console. It's a console I'm enjoying collecting for. And it's absolutely marvellous, some of the games that they've managed to do on this little console. But it's a lot of people sort of look at it as a sort of mini Super Nintendo, but it's actually a 32-bit console, so it is, in theory, more powerful than the Super Nintendo. Though I think it lacks slightly on the sound side of things. But nonetheless, one of the great little handheld consoles. Next one is R-Type 3. This, again, is a little bit poor condition. Could do with a little bit of an iron out. Doesn't have any screenshots on the box, which I thought was quite mad. But yeah, it's supposed to be a good port of the Super Nintendo version. So I bought that because I do like R-Type. I'm into me R-Type. So that's R-Type 3. Right, the next game. This is a superb version. This is probably better than the Super Nintendo version, in my opinion, which is Final Fight 1. Sort of a little bit of a update on the original Final Fight. I think it has extra levels, but it is superb, really good. I personally think it's better than Super Nintendo. Not sure if it's better than the Mega CD, but it's certainly a contender. It'd be a good one to sort of do a video comparing the two. But absolutely superb. Final Fight in your hand, out and about. Superb. Final Fight 1. A great game. And not that expensive, actually. You can pick that up box quite reasonable. Another one I had to get. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Rivalry. Or Rival. Another one slightly cut down from, like, say, the arcade or whatever. I don't know how this compares to the Super Nintendo, because I've only got Turbo. Well, I've got Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and Super Street Fighter 2. So this is one up from that, I think, or it might be the same Super Street Fighter 2. So I haven't really played much of Super Street Fighter 2, but that's the Game Boy Advance edition anyway. So, like I say, it looks pretty cool. The graphics certainly don't look very lacking, do they? I've had a little go on this, but nothing major. So, but certainly worth getting. Right, the next one is Guardian Heroes Advance, the sequel to Guardian Heroes. I had a little quick go on this as well, which is pretty cool. So, got this. I think got this box brand new. I got it from abroad, but it had that tag on it, which I've tried to remove as best I can. I'm not going to get it off any more than that, and I will damage the box if I do. So, it's by Treasure. Obviously, not many games that Treasure make that aren't very good. So, yeah, so I bought this and had a quick look. It was quite hard, but it certainly looks very interesting. It's supposed to be a great game. So, Guardian Heroes Advance. And the next one is Gunstar Future Heroes. Obviously, the sequel to the Mega Drive game, Gunstar Heroes. Quite cool. It's I've only had a little game on this as well. I think this one you get multiple weapons and you can change between the weapons. Treasure again. But it's about timing the weapon changes right and using the correct weapons for the correct situation. So, had a little quick go. Certainly very cool. Not sure if it's up to the same sort of par as the original, but certainly a good game not to be overlooked. So, that is Gunstar Future Heroes. My next game is F-Zero Maximum Velocity. Just another F-Zero game. It's supposed to be pretty cool. So, I haven't played this one. I've just got it, I haven't tried it yet. So, but F-Zero, most F-Zero games, I don't think there is a bad F-Zero game. I think there's one game that's not supposed to be too good. I've got a feeling that might be on the Advance as well. It might be this one. There is another game, I think it only got a Japanese release. and I'm not sure if that's the one that's not supposed to be particularly good. So, and the last one I have here at the moment is Punch King. This was recommended by Top Hat Gaming. He reckons it's almost like the Punch Out or Super Punch Out, a little bit of a hidden gem. So I bought this on his recommendation. It's very cheap, but it's got some sellotape on the box holding that sticker on, which I'm not going to try and tackle. And there's slight damage there, but I think I got this for between £5 and £10 boxed. So I thought I'd give it a try on his recommendation. Right, I do have other games on the Game Boy Advance boxed as well. I do have a lot of unboxed, but, you know, I like to sort of try and collect boxes if I can. So, but unfortunately at the moment I don't know where they are. So I'm trying to locate them. So my collection's sort of all around at the moment. So I'm trying to now put all of my, you know, each console collection together in you know, the Super Nintendo stuff together, the Game Boy Advance stuff together, and then I can work on how to display them all for the moment, for the time being. So I know I've got Advanced Wars boxed, Game Boy Advance Wars boxed. I'm not sure if I have the second one. I know I've got it unboxed, but I think I might have it boxed as well. And I've got a few doubles that I need to sell as well. So, but that's the first section of my Game Boy Advance collection, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay, cheers. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.